All right, Alan, if you are ready, check out these categories. 6 of them coming up in Double Jeopardy. Italian art and artists, followed by pop music, bugs, wear it well, literary trilogies, and finally, aye, Captain, I in quotation marks. Alan?
Literary trilogies for 400.
He completed a sci-fi trilogy in 1945, a few years before taking us to Narnia. Lowell.
Who's C.S. Lewis?
Yes.
Trilogy's 8.
The Romantic Comedians begins an Ellen Glasgow trilogy that carries us back to this southern state. Ilana.
What is Alabama?
No. Carry me back to old Virginia. Yes. Lowell, pick again.
Let's try pop music 400.
In 1977, they were one of the biggest bands in the world, and Steve Miller told us to fly like one of them. Ilana.
Who are the Eagles?
Yes.
Pop music 800.
You ought to know that Hands Clean was the first single from her 2002 CD, Under Rug Swept. Lowell.
Who's Alanis Morissette?
Yes.
Pop music 12.
In 1973, Bette Midler revived this 32-year-old Andrews Sisters hit, reaching the top 10. Alan.
What is the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy?
Correct.
Pop music 16.
This single-named convicted singer moved to the U.S. from Senegal when he was 7. And his name is Akon. Alan, back to you.
Italian art and artists for 400.
Add 1 letter to Titan to get this Renaissance Titan known for his nudes. Alan.
Who is Titian?
Correct.
Italian art and artists 800.
This Leonardo fresco, painted in a Milan convent dining hall, began crumbling and fading during the artist's lifetime. Ilana.
What is The Last Supper?
Yes.
Italian art for 1200.
The first stone for this Roman basilica was laid in 1506, following the plan of Italian architect Donato Bramante. Lowell.
What is St. Peter's?
Yes.
1600.
Answer. Daily double. You have the lead.
Let's make it 2000.
2 it is. Here is the clue. Lorenzo Ghiberti is best known for the magnificent bronze doors he created for the baptistry in this city.
What is Florence?
Florence, yes indeed. 9,600 your total now.
Italian art 2000.
Andrea Dagnolo di Francesco is better known by this name, found in the title of Robert Browning's poem about him. Better known as Andrea del Sarto. Back to you, Lowell.
Pop music 2000.
Hey Ya by Outkast says to shake it like one of these. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Sounds weird, I know. Lowell, back to you.
Wear it well 400.
Since its 1992 introduction, this cool brand of sneakers with big, thick soles has been drawing business. Because they are Skechers. Drawing, maybe not. Lowell.
Wear it well 800.
Also known as painter pants, these multi-pocketed pants are named for another profession. Ilana?
What are carpenter pants?
Correct.
Literary trilogies 1200.
This existentialist never finished the 4th volume of Les Chemins de la Liberté, so it's a trilogy. Alan?
Who is Sartre?
Yes.
Literary trilogies for 1600.
His trilogy that began with The Hamlet and ended with The Mansion was written over a 30-year period. And that American author was William Faulkner. Alan, back to you.
Let's finish literary for 2000.
Robertson Davies called the 3rd book in his Cornish trilogy The Lyre of this mythological figure. Ilana?
Who is Apollo?
No. Alan or Lowell? The Lyre of Orpheus. Alan, back to you.
Bugs for 400.
Give it a month and the May beetle becomes known by this 7-letter name. Ilana.
What is a June bug?
June bug, right.
I 400.
This verb form is used for commands. Ilana.
What's imperative?
Yes.
800 I.
Ron Kovic could have called his book Born on This. It's the same thing. Ilana?
What is Independence Day?
Right.
1200 I.
Alexander Woolcott said everything he likes to do is these 2 things or fattening. Alan.
What is illegal?
2 things.
Immoral. What is
You got it in maybe just in the nick of time. All right. Pick again.
II for 1600.
From the Latin for to nod, it's a verbal hint of something improper. Ilana.
What's an innuendo?
Innuendo, yes.
II 2000.
Eugene O'Neill wrote about a strange one. Alan.
What is interlude?
Correct.
Bugs for 800.
Because of their long snouts, these cotton destroyers are sometimes called snout beetles. Ilana.
What are boll weevils?
Right.
Bugs for 1200.
A giant species of this 100-legged insect grows to 12 inches in length and eats lizards. Ilana.
What is a centipede?
Yes.
Bugs 1600.
Although there are about 2,000 species of these white ants, only 2 live in Europe. Who are Bill and Ernie? No, who are termites. Back to you, Ilana.
Bugs 2000.
A gnat's compound eye has multiple lenses called these, like the surfaces of a cut gem. Ilana.
What are facets?
Correct. Less than a minute now.
Where it well 1600.
Answer. Daily double. You have 11,200. That's a $1,600 lead over Lowell.
1500 then.
Then. I love that. 1,500. Then. Here's the clue for you. In the late 60s, this long cover-up with a Turkish name became popular not only for women, but for men, too.
What is a dashiki?
No. What is a kaftan? Kaftan. So you lost some money, and there are 2 clues left. Which one?
2000.
These shoes that sometimes have a 3-inch cork sole sound like they were made to be worn waiting for a train. Ilana.
What are platform shoes?
Yes, and now the $1,200 clue. The formless chemise, dubbed this by Balenciaga and Givenchy, was popular in 1957. Alan.
What is the sack dress?
You got it. That takes you into a tie with Lowell. So the 2 Goodmans tied at 9,600. Ilana in the lead with 11,700. And here's the final Jeopardy category. Holidays. Clue in a moment. Did you know that Jeopardy tapes before a live studio audience? If you're going to be visiting the Los Angeles area, or if you live here and would like to be part of our fun, check out JeopardyTickets.tv for the latest schedule and ticket information. That's JeopardyTickets.tv, the official website for local priority Jeopardy tickets. Holidays is the category. Here comes the clue. The Society for Human Resource Management says of the 10 federal holidays, it's the least observed by the private sector. 30 seconds. Good luck. All right, we'll start with the 2 non-related Goodmans. Lowell, you were at 9,600 and you wrote down. What is Columbus Day? You are correct. And what was your wager? 9,500, almost everything. That puts you up there with 19,100. Let's go to Alan Goodman now. His response, President's Day, wrong. Your wager? See, you went for everything, so you wind up with nothing right now. Let's go to Ilana, our champion, 11,700, shaking her head because she wrote down President's Day, and it will cost her how much? 75.01. She will finish in 2nd place today with 41.99. And Lowell Goodman, 19,100. Congratulations. New Jeopardy champion. You get to come back next week. Same time, same place. See you then.
Promotional consideration provided by